This is Taryn Lupo from TarynLupo.com. And apparently, I have a really hard time saying the word Bentleyville. So here I am at Bentleyville, right?
Bentleyville?
There you go. Right, here I am at Bentleyville. Oh. Bentleyville is located in Duluth, Minnesota, which is right on the lake. When we arrived at the paid parking lot, I saw this in the air, and I thought it was Santa, but I think it was just Santa's drone. Sign of the times, I guess. So we get to Bentleyville, and this is the entrance. To understand why the city does this, you have to understand a little bit of the history behind Bentleyville. It's actually a free event. It's the largest free walk-through light show in the country. And it started out just in some guy's yard. Mr. Bentley started it first as a light show, and then he just kept buying more and more lights at his house. And eventually it got completely out of hand and clogged up his neighborhood. So he decided to take a break and stop for a year. And in 2008, he stopped, and the city of Duluth approached him about putting it downtown so it could bring business back into downtown when it was really cold. And it ended up being a huge success. Every year it's getting bigger and bigger. So you start walking through, and there's, of course, Christmas lights everywhere. But what's nice is these fire pits help keep you warm. They're all over the place, too. It's kind of hard to believe that all this started because Nathan Bentley wanted to put on a good light show in his yard. And now it's evolved into this amazing spectacle that people from all around the world come to see. Also, Duluth is famous for a dog sled race. So, of course, you got to have dogs. This is one of my favorite lights. I love the little legs moving. If you're in Duluth at the end of January, be sure to catch the Bear Grease dog sled race. One of the most amazing things about Bentleyville is all the free stuff they give away. They have a cookie house where you just walk up and get free hot chocolate and cookies. Now, hundreds of thousands of people will end up coming to Bentleyville. Just think of the amount of cookies that they have to put out every single night. Now, cookies aren't the only thing. They also give away free popcorn. They have all these popcorn machines going, and they just hand out bags. You walk up, all of it's completely free. And since there's fireplaces everywhere, of course you also have to have marshmallows. And they give away free marshmallows that you can roast right there in the fire pits. All these pit stops are wonderful, but let's not forget the real reason a lot of people come. That's right, to see the big guy. As we searched for Santa, we ran across this photo op. What it is, it's a living room that they set up outdoors. And you can sit down with your friends and family, and it has a nice little background like you're actually in a living room. And then you take a picture and boom, you got your holiday card done. They have lots of children's stuff too. Of course, Thomas was there. He's a very famous train. What's also interesting is all the little hidden details everywhere. Like even the ground is lit up when you walk through these tunnels. It's got all this pretty little lights on it. Being Duluth is a gigantic port, of course they have a lot of nautical theme lights, like these pirate ships. The town of Duluth is also famous for its lift bridge. It's an actual working lift bridge that still goes up and down every day, and this thing's over 100 years old. So, of course, they had to make a version of it out of Christmas lights. Since the city of Duluth is located on the north shore of Lake Superior, it's a well-known fact that when Santa's not working, he comes down and water skis here. This is also a great place to take a date. If you play your cards right, you can end up right under the mistletoe. Don't worry about getting caught under the mistletoe, because kids will be too busy looking at Clifford to notice what you're doing. They also have a gigantic Christmas tree in the center of everything. It's kind of hard to see how big it is from here, but it lights up and pulses to the rhythms of the music. The Christmas tree is a slave to the rhythm. Of course, they also have a manger scene with baby Jesus, wise men, and even a cool camel. I started realizing I was getting closer to my quest for Santa when I hit this giant stage that looked almost like a church cathedral. It was really decorated cool. And finally, I think I found Santa. There was a line, of course, because he's free to see. And since me and Santa kind of go way back, I name dropped my way to the front so I could get a video of him. See, he knows me. Since Santa was so busy, I decided to just give my message to the reindeer. So we had a conversation, and he listened and decided he would take the list to Santa. And our Jewish friends weren't forgotten. There's a menorah, so mazel tov to you guys. There was Paul Bunyan and his ox Blue getting the Christmas trees ready. Paul Bunyan is quite famous up here. I also like that they had some really old school stuff. Like here's the Island of Misfit Toys with Charlie in the Box and a train with square wheels. And here Rudolph reacts to his first kiss. Hey look, there's the Abominable Snowman. I also really like this lighthouse. I thought it was well done. If your child is obsessed with dinosaurs and hit that phase, don't worry, they got you covered at Dinosaur Land. And they even have an erupting volcano. People often forget that Santa's also an avid camper. He loves the outdoors. See, so they have Camping Christmas, and him and Rudolph here are paddling a canoe. And I guess they like to fish. I did not know reindeer like fish. There's also a great area where you can do some selfies. And some parents compare how much their child grew every year at this Candy Cane. There's also a Norman Rockwell style pond skating scene. I also got a better look at the massive Christmas tree in the middle of the complex. It was huge. So you might be asking, how on earth do they give away all this free stuff? I mean, they have complimentary strollers and wheelchairs. Well, the answer is they get donations. A lot of people donate, and they get a lot of money from corporate sponsors. Even though sponsors pay for a good chunk of this, it's still nice to donate. It's good Christmas karma. During the tour of lights, you'll find a few places that sell tchotchkes along the way. The profits from this also go to keep the lights on, so go buy some stuff. Even Darth Vader and Stormtroopers get into Christmas. But it's nice to see some of the old school Rudolph stuff too. Can you guess what their best-selling item was? Yep, it gets pretty cold there, so make sure you dress well. The event pretty much runs right around Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas, and you can catch some dancing penguins if you're lucky. Just like the Christmas tree, these poor animals can't help themselves. They're also slaves to the rhythm of the night. Don't miss the largest free walkthrough tour of lights. There's a lot more decorations than the ones I've shown you in this video, so be sure to go check this out.
Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Also, give this a thumbs up, a like, a share, or if you have something to add, remember to comment below. Thanks. Also, don't forget to stop by terranlupo.com. I have up videos that you can't see anywhere else. Currently, I have one on carnivorous plants and also how to make your own mead. All you have to do is go over and sign up.